Today we took a patrol out into the district center for Garmsir district. It's also known as the village of Hazarjaft. We had accompanying us 5 officers from McAvoy division staff that work civil military operations. This was an opportunity for them to come see firsthand a possible project to work on that would pay potentially huge dividends in developing Afghan capacity, specifically in agriculture and education. We went and checked out a wheat seed distribution center. It's probably more accurate to just call it a agricultural distribution center, because it has wheat seed, corn seed, urea fertilizer, and some irrigation water pumps. That's a USAID project. However, obviously it's a whole of government effort out here, and we help them out as best we can, and they help out with the Marine Corps CMO effort best as possible. To expand even a little further, the compound that it's in, it used to be an agricultural high school run by the Afghan government. It was actually built by the U.S. back in the 50s, 60s time frame, when USAID originally came down into Helmand Valley and developed to quite an extent the canal system that we see here today, really to develop the agriculture similar to what we see in Central California, that type of irrigation. You talk to the locals and they mention how that high school, that agricultural high school, used to have, one number I heard was about 1,000 students, and it really taught them best practices for agriculture. Also taught them a few certain supporting vocational skills like machinery and food processing and such. So it's, in order to accomplish a big project like potentially helping the Afghan government, Ministry of Education or Ministry of Agriculture, Irrigation and Livestock, to rebuild such a school, U.S. participation often is necessary, and it's U.S. participation from levels higher than here at the Civil Affairs team at the battalion. So the 5 officers from the McAvoy division staff, they got to see firsthand what might be possible, and they have a better, as we all know, face-to-face communication is often more effective, and a first-hand view of what an area is and what it needs gives a person a better idea when they're working on such large plans. So, great opportunity for them to see what's out there. No groundwork is 100% laid yet, but I would estimate, it's going to be several months to get things rolling. And again, we're doing this in partnership with the Afghan government, so that cross-coordination between the Marine Corps, the Provincial Reconstruction Team, and the Afghan government, it'll be months. It would be the Afghans. There'd be some U.S. involvement in terms of, well, really seeing where we can help. Maybe they might need a little help with funding. Maybe they might need a little help with engineering expertise. And again, this, it's not 100% signed off or anything that this is going to happen, but it's a good possibility. Security, of course, providing the atmosphere that makes it safe to build a agricultural vocational high school. How would it help them? As we all know, security and economics, good economy go hand in hand. The more security you have, the more freedom of movement and communication you have. Therefore, you can pursue economic endeavors. And the better your economy is, the safer you're going to be, because people have jobs to keep them occupied, food on the table, and healthy children to keep them happy. And it's a self-perpetuating effect, I would say, that security economy linkage. Honestly, I've been here a week, so in the district council meeting I've been to so far, it wasn't a prime topic or anything, but speaking with my American counterparts, USAID, Department of Agriculture, and they're they're hopeful that a project like this will take off and support the locals. It's surprisingly, I wouldn't say easy, but surprisingly available. Contractors often come to us. Word of mouth communication is pretty good around here. We keep in good contact with the elders, you know, the traditional level of leadership, as well as the more formal current Afghan government leadership. Word gets around, and we often have contractors coming to the gate here and giving us information, contact information, and capabilities briefs on what they can do and what they've done in the past. And you know, from there we build a database that lets us know who we should talk to, and you know, spread word around and get some bids on projects, and it takes off from there. Well, we're definitely helping to infuse their economy with some money, that's for sure. But you know, that's a very, very short-term solution to this. The long-term piece of it, again, we're helping to build that level of security, helping ensure that their security forces are trained and capable to continue that security when we're gone someday, whenever that might be, and helping to build that level of expertise and that education so that Afghans are more than capable of, you know, building the infrastructure they need to keep their economy going in terms of irrigation, roads, you know, sky's the limit, airports, things like that, as well as the expertise to grow, you know, numerous crops, grow them well, develop cash crops like fruit and nuts and things like that, that they can export throughout Central Asia or the world. Definitely Afghanistan, of course, within itself. So just helping, you know, if you think about it, think about back home, we're very lucky. We have an interstate highway system, we have railroads, we have airlines, we have shipping and everything. We have lots of infrastructure. We have government departments that oversee that infrastructure. It provides people the opportunities they need to take an idea, run with it, be an entrepreneur, and safely get the product to market or the service to market. And you know, it builds from there. It perpetuates itself. The ones we're working on are roads in this area. One's kind of a beltway around the district center area. Pretty significant, but you know, again, it's one of those endeavors that'll help provide freedom of movement and communication. Another road we're doing, it's a bypass road. So you remember the bazaar we walked through. Obviously, that's a pretty busy marketplace. We're looking to build a bypass road that takes traffic out of that bazaar, or I should say vehicle traffic, rather than going right through the bazaar. They can go around it and make it safer for the people. Those are two big ones, and then there's lots of other little ones out there.